Hello students, in this video I'll explain mechanism of dehydration of ethanol to ethene, oxidation of alcohols, and third one is dehydrogenation of alcohols. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen, and the removal of hydrogen also leads to the oxidation process. So let us first start with the mechanism of dehydration of ethanol to ethene. So let me write down ethanol structure. What is the ethanol structure? Ethanol is ethyl alcohol CH3CH2OH, correct? Which can be written as a CH2 and one hydrogen. I'll write separately. Then I'll write CH2 and OH. Okay. What do you mean by dehydration? Dehydration means removal of water molecule. So remove H and OH from the neighboring carbon atom. So we require dehydrating agent. So concentrated sulfuric acid is a very good dehydrating agent for the alcohols to give the alkene as the product. So CH2 double bond CH2 alkene. Ethyl alcohol gives ethene. Alkene is in general plus water molecule H2O. And for this reaction we need to write down the oxidation, we need to write down the mechanism. Okay, it involves altogether 3 steps. Okay, so step number 1, in the step number 1 is known as a formation of protonated alcohol. Okay, protonated alcohol. Protonated means H plus should be there. Now we will provide the H plus ion, sulfuric acid. You know that sulfuric acid being a strong electrolyte, strong acid, it can give 2 H plus ions and the sulfate ions, HSO4 2 minus. So therefore protons are given by the acid medium. Okay, clear? So we have got now alcohol, ethyl alcohol CH3 CH2OH, correct, and H plus. Here H plus doesn't have any electron, it is electron deficient, whereas alcohol contains lone pair of electron and oxygen. Electron rich oxygen atom can donate electron pair to the H plus ion. So protonation of alcohol takes place to give CH3 CH2 then O H and H, correct. One electron pair is lost. Okay, one electron pair is lost to give the plus charge. Loss of electron is also called the oxidation, get plus charge. So this is the protonated alcohol. This is known as the protonated alcohol. So one proton comes on the alcohol molecule. Okay, clear? So ethyl alcohol become protonated alcohol, ethyl alcohol, right? Step number 2. Now in the step number 2, what will happen? Removal of water molecule takes place. Removal of water molecule. So second step is called as the removal of water molecule. Removal of water H2O to form carbocation. To form carbocation. What is carbocation? Carbocation nothing but a cation, positive charge on the carbon atom. So we'll have now CH3, CH2, then OH. Okay, I'll write down these two hydrogen together, OH2. Okay, plus. So we can see that the water molecule, okay, formula, but positively charged. What will happen? Oxygen more electronegative. They attract the bond toward itself. Actually, this bond breaks like this to give then CH3 and CH2. See, this carbon is a shortage of bond because bond has broken. So this carbon shortage of bond, so plus charge, and water is neutral, H2O. Now this is called as the carbocation. This is the carbocation, carbon carrying the positive charge. Okay. Now this should become neutral now to give what final product, that is the ethene. Clear? So therefore next step would be Step number 3. Step number 3. What is step number 3? Step number 3, formation of ethene. Step number 3, formation of ethene. Formation of ethene. Formation of ethene. Okay. By removal of proton. By removal of the proton. Initially we added proton. Now proton being removed from the carbocation. So I am going to write it. Now the bonds on the carbon atom here. Then carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. This is the shortage of bond plus charge element. Okay. So what will happen now? The proton is lost. H plus is lost. And the bond remaining there will be migrated to the carbon-carbon here in between. So this positive charge will be neutralized. Therefore, I'll get a double bond now. Then hydrogens are attached to the carbon atom. Correct? So carbon-carbon double bond. Altogether 4 bonds on the carbon atom. Therefore, okay, the valence is satisfied. This is known as the ethene molecule. Ethene. And proton is regenerated. Okay? Clear? Now, second step is also known as the RDS, rate determining step. It's a slow step, also the rate determining step. Removal of water is not dirty, the reaction takes place very slowly. Bond has to be broken. Okay? So step number 1, formation of the protonated alcohol. Step number 2, removal of the water to form carbocation. Step number 3, formation of the ethene. So alcohol is converted into alkene, that is ethene in this case. Clear? So this is the first topic, mechanism of dehydration of ethanol to give ethene. Clear? Now we'll go for oxidation of alcohols. Next topic is oxidation of alcohols. Oxidation of alcohols. Oxidation of alcohols. Yeah? Yeah. Now what do you mean by oxidation? Oxidation means addition of oxygen atom or removal of hydrogen atoms. Removal of hydrogen. Before going to the details, I will tell in general, we have got 3 types of alcohols. We have got primary alcohol, we have got a secondary alcohol, and we have got a tertiary alcohol, correct? We have got tertiary alcohol, correct? Right? Now, let me write down the oxidation process. Then we'll study later in detail with respect to reactions. Primary alcohol undergoes oxidation to give aldehyde compounds. Secondary will give ketones. Okay? Both aldehydes and ketones on further oxidation, it gives rise to carboxylic acids. They give rise to carboxylic acids. But in case of tertiary alcohol, actually oxidation will not take place to begin with. Actually dehydration takes place, removal of water takes place in the presence of the oxidizing agent to give alkene as the product. This we'll see, okay? All these we'll see in the examples. Now, for the oxidation, what is required? For the oxidation, we require oxidizing agent, correct? We require oxidizing agent, correct? And there are 2 different types of the oxidizing agents. One is called as the strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent. Other one is the mild. We don't say weak. Mild oxidizing agents. Mild oxidizing agent. Now what are the examples we have got? Okay. Strong oxidizing agent. Potassium permanganate is a strong oxidizing agent. Similarly, concentrated nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. Okay. And these will convert, actually these will convert alcohols into the finally the carboxylic acids. Okay. But we are not going to study all these. Okay. We are going to study mild oxidizing agent. That means we are going to see the preparation of the aldehydes, ketones, and we are going to see the alkene formation. Okay. So there are 2 mild oxidizing agents we are going to study here. One is called as the PCC. Other one is the chromium trioxide in anhydrous medium. Okay, in anhydrous medium. In anhydrous medium. Okay, and these will oxidize primary alcohol. Primary alcohol only to aldehyde, and further oxidation will not take place because they are mild ones. And secondary alcohol to the ketones. Secondary alcohols to the ketones. Right? So what are the two mild oxidizing agents we have got? One is the PCC, other one is the chromium trioxide anhydrous medium. Now what is the full form of PCC? PCC stands for, PCC is pyridinium, 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 chlorochromate, pyridinium chlorochromate. Okay, and this is actually a complex. So it is a complex of, chromium trioxide, chromium trioxide, chromium trioxide, chromium trioxide, CrO3, chromium trioxide, in pyridine, okay, and pyridine, and with HCl, hydrochloric acid. So pyridinium chlorochromate. So pyridine is there. Chloro comes from the HCl and chromate from the chromium trioxide, CrO3. Okay. So this is a mild oxidizing agent, converts primary alcohol, secondary alcohol into aldehydes and ketones respectively. Right. Now let us see the reaction, how the reactions are taking place. Clear? Now we have got some example. Let me write down the primary alcohol. How to write the structure of primary alcohol? Primary alcohol should be written like this: RCH2, RCH2, then OH. This is the primary alcohol. Primary alcohol, right? Secondary alcohol are CH and R dash unit, then OH. Secondary alcohol. This is a secondary alcohol. Let me make use of the chromium trioxide. Chromium trioxide in anhydrous medium. Okay. What do you mean by oxidation? Oxidation means removal of hydrogen atoms or addition of oxygen. Here, removal of hydrogen take place. See, this hydrogen will be removed. Okay. This hydrogen and this hydrogen will be removed. Okay. Removal of hydrogen taking place to give R, then CHO. And this hydrogen will be lost as the water molecule during the reaction. Right? Now here, remove this one. Hydrogen R, C. Now double bond. You know that the valency oxygen is 2. There should be double bond now, right? Then R dash. So primary alcohol becomes aldehyde. Aldehyde. And secondary alcohol becomes the ketone molecule. Ketones. And chromium trioxide anhydrous medium, they cannot further oxidize to give carboxylic acid. Okay? Because they are mild one, the reaction stops at this stage. Okay? Now, can I make it a PCC? I can also make it a PCCl. Okay? We can also make it a PCC. Now, I'll give an example wherein there is a CH3CH double bond CH, then a CH2OH. What will happen if there is a double bond? Will it be converted into single bond? Okay, let us check. We have got here now the alcohol. This OH group attached to a carbon atom, and this carbon directly attached to only one carbon atom. Therefore, it is a primary alcohol. Correct? I can make use of the PCC. Pyridinium chlorochromate, mild oxidizing agent, converts primary alcohol into aldehyde state. That is a CH3. CH, double bond CH, then single bond CHO, right? So CH2OH becomes a CHO group. Okay? Clear? Yeah. This is about the oxidation reactions. Correct? This is the second topic. Remember, we have got mild oxidizing agent which can convert primary alcohol and secondary alcohol into aldehydes and ketones. They will not be further oxidized to give carboxylic acid. If you want carboxylic acid, we should make use of the strong oxidizing agent potassium permanganate. But during the reaction, what will happen? Ketones can be oxidized to give carboxylic acid, but there is a carbon-carbon bond breaking. Okay, so we don't prefer that one because we don't want to lose the number of carbon atoms in the molecule. Right? Now, third topic is the dehydrogenation reaction. Next one is the dehydrogenation reaction. Dehydrogenation reaction or dehydrogenation of the alcohols. Dehydrogenation of the alcohols. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen, means it is a kind of the oxidation itself. Similar reaction it is, oxidation itself it is. Okay. But here we require dehydrogenating agent. Okay. Dehydrogenating agent. Previous cases we have made use of oxidizing agent. Here we will make use of the dehydrogenating agent or reducing agent. Copper can act as the dehydrogenating agent but should be heated to 573 Kelvin. That means the vapors of alcohols are passed over copper, they undergo reduction. They undergo reduction or they undergo oxidation. Okay. Let us see one by one. Primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. Remember, primary alcohol gives aldehyde, secondary alcohol gives ketone. Tertiary alcohols do not undergo oxidation, but they undergo dehydration to give the alkene molecule. So let me start with the primary alcohol, right? What is primary alcohol? R CH2OH. This is the primary alcohol. Okay, primary alcohol. Then R CH R dash then OH. This is the secondary alcohol. This is the secondary alcohol. Now, the vapors of these alcohols are passed over heated copper. Copper is a metal. Okay, and at 573 Kelvin, heated strongly to around 573 Kelvin. Now what will happen? Dehydrogenation takes place. Removal of hydrogen, we get H2 gas. We can separate out the H2. Dehydrogenation, removal of hydrogen. Remove hydrogen, remove hydrogen. Like that of the previous case, we get RCHO. We'll end up with the aldehyde part. We end up with the aldehyde, or we'll end up with the ketone. Secondary alcohol becomes ketone. So R C double bond O R dash. This will be ketone. Okay. Reactions are similar that of the previous one under oxidation reactions. Here also oxidation because we are removing hydrogen atoms, but we require here dehydrogenating agent. Copper acts as the dehydrogenating agent. Now we'll go for the third one. Third one is the tertiary alcohol. They can give alkenes. So I'll go for one specific example there. Clear? One specific example, and that is I'll go for tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol, and one of the tertiary alcohol is tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol. What do you mean by tertiary butyl alcohol? Tertiary butyl alcohol is the one where OH is attached to tertiary carbon atom. Tertiary carbon atom is one which is attached to 3 more carbon directly. And let me write down in terms of CH3. Okay. The valency carbon is 4. Now, when you heat this with copper and at 573 Kelvin, what will happen? They cannot undergo oxidation. Remember, to undergo oxidation, this carbon which is attached to OH should contain hydrogen atoms. If there is a hydrogen on this carbon which is attached to OH, then only they can undergo the oxidation. Otherwise, they will undergo dehydration. Okay. So dehydration means I should remove OH. I should remove H and OH from neighboring carbon atom. So let me remove hydrogen from here. I want to remove hydrogen from here. I can remove from this or from this. The structure is similar here. Okay, that means environment around the carbon is similar. CH3, CH3, CH3. Okay, so I'll remove that one. Becomes CH2. Then C, CH3 and CH3. To satisfy the valence, I should have the double bond. So this is the alkene. So this is the alkene, right? Alkene. So side product is water molecule now. It is a dehydration. It is a dehydration, not dehydrogenation. Removal of water taking place, right? So we'll number the carbon atoms now. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. The longest chain and containing the double bond in it, right? So the molecule name is, without the CH3, propene. Which propene? 2-methyl propene. So this is known as the 2-methyl propene. IUPAC's name, 2-methyl propene. Clear? Right? So we have studied the mechanism of dehydration of the alcohol. Then you have studied oxidation using mild oxidizing agent, and third one is the dehydrogenation using the copper. And tertiary alcohols and do not undergo dehydration, but they undergo tertiary alcohol do not undergo dehydrogenation, but they undergo dehydration to give alkene as the product. Okay, right? Clear? Yeah. Now we'll solve some problems here on the organic reactions. Question is, write the structures of the products in the following reactions. Okay. We have to analyze the structure and the reagent. So there is an alkene, carbon-carbon double bond, and there is a acid, H plus water, acid hydration of alkene. Remember, acid hydration of alkene. Okay. Add water molecule across carbon-carbon double bond. Water molecule I can write it as the H plus and OH minus. So which rule it is that? Markovnikov rule. According to Markovnikov rule, the positive part of the reagent gets attached to the double bonded carbon atom containing more number of hydrogen. Negative part of the reagent gets attached to the double bonded carbon atom containing lesser number of hydrogen. Overall addition according to Markovnikov's rule. So we'll get a CH3, CH, double bond becomes single bond, then OH to the middle carbon atom, right? And we'll get a CH3 here, correct? So we get isopropyl alcohol. We need to write only the structures of the products here, right? Next, we have got ketone here. Can you see ketone? C double bond. This is carbon attached to oxygen. C double bond. Then there is CO and O. C together. COO together. It is the ester part. Okay. Then there is sodium hydride, reducing agent. There are different types of reducing agent, and this belongs to the mild reducing agent. It's a mild reducing agent. Mild reducing agent can convert the aldehydes into primary alcohol and ketones into the secondary alcohol. So which one will affect it? Only this one. Add hydrogens here, hydrogen across this one. So we'll get now the cyclohexane becomes cyclohexanol, and I can write that hydrogen separately, or need not write. So become alcohol, secondary alcohol. Then CH2, C double bond OCH3 intact, no change, because to reduce the ester we require strong reducing agent like lithium aluminum hydride. This is a mild one. Okay. Next one. Carbon hydrogens are there, and there is a aldehyde. So we have got aldehyde here, aldehyde. And sodium borohydride the same thing, mild reducing agent. It is a mild reducing agent, correct? Mild reducing agent can convert aldehydes to the primary alcohol. So I can write the structure. I'll write it down here: CH3, CH2, then CH, then CH3. Convert into primary alcohol. That is CH2OH. It becomes, correct. This is the primary alcohol. Clear? Remember, primary alcohol into aldehyde, aldehydes into the carboxylic acid. Forward is a backward reaction and backward is the reverse reaction. Secondary alcohol into ketone, ketones into the carboxylic acid. Forward reaction is the oxidation and backward reaction is the reduction reaction. Okay? Yeah. So we will be continuing remaining topic in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.